No, My Hero Academia is like my third favorite like anime. I like talking about My Hero Academia. I have a hard time like having conversations with people about it without it devolving into like, are you a weirdo?
Hot
Like,
take. I'm borderline my hero hater.
yeah, I don't blame
Borderline
you.
hero, my hero
I
hater.
don't blame you. You dropped like right after a very sacrilegious, that's a word. Sacrilege
Sacrilegious.
sacrilegious part. Yeah, no, I mean, I listen, is My Hero the best anime out there? No, I think it reached its
But
peak
to
and is
this
on the
guy,
but to me, rip off my shirt, just have like an All Might, just I am here peeking out. Imagine.
fucking Izuku over here with his All Might onesie.
Yeah, whatever his move that he does. No, I really do like My Hero. I think I mean like for me personally, I grew up like reading a lot of comics, like just I'm talking about like Marvel, DC. So, the obvious jump to like anime and for a lot of people, I feel like it's My Hero because like My Hero came out you gotta think of it this way. My Hero, the anime, like came out at the peak of the MCU. Like it was
You're
right
right.
before Infinity War, right before Ragnarok, I think. Whenever I think it came out in 2016. So, right around
Yeah.
that area, it was just
Mm-hmm.
like the upwards towards Infinity War Endgame, and everybody, including your mother, probably saw the MCU. So it was like My Hero came out and it was advertised as this like superhero anime. So of course, you know, all these people jumped into it at that time. And like as the superhero genre has like very much fallen off, I almost feel that My Hero has kind of mirrored that in a way. Like it lost the plot along the way. Like along the way, I just not that I don't know. I like the ending. The ending of My Hero came out like a couple months ago. Like I've taken the time to read it a couple times, and since then there's been a couple other endings like Jujutsu Kaisen that just came out, and I definitely feel like Thanos to Nebula, where it's like maybe I treated you too unfairly. Like I didn't like it at the time, but after reading Jujutsu Kaisen's ending, I'm like, wow,
You
wow,
see, like I also
wow.
like talking about my hero, and I was in the like I agree with you heavily about it coming out like in peak superhero time, but there are just plot things that I it like turned me off so bad. Am I gonna see your next? Yes, but I'm not gonna be happy. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna sulk.
I'm
but I'm
so
gonna be
excited
like,
for.
maybe,
Listen, the My
maybe.
Hero movies are so good. They are
They
so
are. That's
they are
why. That's why I'm like,
so good. Like I
like I'll
can't.
forget all of my opinions will just like go out the door, and I'll I will desert my post and I will watch it with no thoughts. Just
I love them. It's like I mean, I guess recently a lot of like big time anime shonen, and I am at fault where I don't watch I don't think, I mean, besides One Piece, I can't. I mean, Demon Slayer had movie. I take it back. I do watch a lot of these movies that come out with them. I don't think Demon Slayer's like Mugen Train count because that's just like the arc and that's canon stuff to the
yeah,
actual
I get that.
thing. Meanwhile, like My Heroes movies aren't canon specifically, but there's only like a select, I would say maybe like 30% of the fan. I mean, I guess that's a large percentage, but I feel like a percentage of the fan base really gives a fuck if it's canon, not canon. Like me personally, I grew up as a Dragon Ball Z fan, so like all those movies are not canon, but God, are they cool? And God, do they suck? But God, are they cool? So I grew up like watching YouTubers like fight about Goku had Super Saiyan when he was fighting Cooler on Earth, but Cooler was they were still on Namek, and like it makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Anyway, my point being is that this new movie is taking place basically during the war that's going on in My Hero, and it makes no goddamn sense. Like I have to really suspend myself because I just witnessed spoiler alert for the current it doesn't really matter. You already spoiled half of fruits baskets.
Like,
Doesn't
oops.
matter. Doesn't matter. You already
What?
spoiled. They're
I'm,
dogs. Bestiality. They love fucking. The
I
dogs. They
was
doing
okay.
it.
Okay, now you're talking about something entirely
They
different.
love each other. Anyway, the spoilers for the anime it's going on for My Hero. They Dabi and Todoroki just burnt Dabi to a crisp, and Endeavor has no leg, and like Todoroki's
Rest in peace,
obviously
my
going.
boy.
He's still alive. Um,
Still
he everybody lives in My Hero. Um,
alive.
what's it called? So Todoroki's going through some like I don't know, obviously traumatic experience, but in the trailers we just watched, he's like, "Yeah, Midoriya, we're gonna do it because we're All Might's next ones." Yeah, woo! And then Bakugo is like, "I didn't just die. I'm alive. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. Everything's great." Deku is just happy as could be and whatever. It's you gotta suspend yourself from
Yeah, that's
what's
yeah.
happening.
That's why I'm
Well,
saying with no thoughts, just excited to see anime movie. Those are the
you fell
thoughts.
off. You didn't even watch this. You didn't even watch the last season of My Hero
No,
or this
no,
season.
because
Oh, you
I
know what? Tell
fell
the
off
people why.
so bad. Okay. Again, spoilers. Um, I started reading the manga after not this past season, but the season prior ended. And I got up to the point where Bakugo dies. And then that was like peak. I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm shaking in my boots. And then he gets brought back. And I, I was excited because that meant there was no more plot armor and things were going to get real. But then they just put his plot armor back on and then like made it like 10 times thicker. Which I didn't like that. I don't like that type of storytelling. Um I know that there are like other like nuances as to why that happened, but I personally outside of all of that didn't like it plot wise. And then there was like that stuff with Ed Shot that
Makes no sense.
it made no sense. It was so like tragic but also so um like bittersweet. It was like so heart wrenching that Ed Shot basically like gives himself because he believes in Bakugo, only for him also to like basically come back, which I don't like that. Let them stay gone for the sake of like feeling, you know what I mean?
No, no,
No, I don't get
no,
what you mean.
no. Why would you? Why would you kill characters? Why would that? Why would you ever money? Why would you want to sell? If you had, you need to include these characters in your movies that are coming out next. You can't
Oh,
kill them off.
no.
You have dead people
Let
appearing
Ed
in your
Shot
movies.
live in my heart because he
Uh,
is my heart.
I don't blame you. I mean, like, listen, what is Ed Shot? Ed Shot's one of the coolest designed like
Yeah, he's
characters
so
in My
cool.
Hero. But we know zero about him. No, nothing about him. No, don't. Who cares about Ed Shot really? But what we do care about is that he became an expert surgeon, and
Yeah.
not to mention BJ has he knows how to suture anybody up with his dirty, disgusting. He didn't even wash his hands, just in there, in Bakugo's body, just in there. Um, it's yeah, I didn't like it. Um, I don't blame you. I know a lot of people who fell off from it after that point too. I mean, like people talk about how bad Naruto's war arc is. Like this, uh, this war arc in My Hero might be some of the most draining read
Yeah,
that
like
I've ever. Yeah, I bet you didn't even finish it. Like I'm
I
telling you,
I
go
lived
through it, and like it is a disaster. Like it is
I
all over
lived
the place.
vicariously through you
It is
telling
a
me about it.
disaster.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
maybe I made the good choice to stop where I did.
I get stuck between like really, really, really loving My Hero up until the war arc. Um,
No, because it is good.
and it is very good. And I love how it's written. I just feel like the war arc just I have a lot of problems with characters who don't show like they just suddenly have new moves and they're like, "Wow, I'm so good at this ultra fire blast thing," and they're like a fucking grape person.
What is
Like,
that like? What are they
how
called?
did you
Like
get
Mary Sue's or something?
kind of not no, it's not that. It's like it's very much just like they off screen their training and they don't
Oh.
show any. It's like Deku. At least we saw a little bit of Deku training with like, the different users, and how he became so good at XYZ. But then you compare it to like Todoroki, who's going against Dabi, and Todoroki's like, I learned this ice move that's able to cancel out your flame specifically, and I perfected it. When in the 3 months that you didn't see, and then Dobby in the next fight's like, I took your move that you saw that you did in 3 months, and I made it my own move, and it's like, oh, okay. And then Endeavor's like, I don't have an arm anymore, but I could do this move with one. I could shoot fire beams from my eyes, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And everybody has a move. Everybody, like,
Yeah.
what's the girl with who shoots like gel, like Squid
Mina?
Girl?
Mina
Yeah, Mina.
Ashido?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mina's like, I have super. It's like, what the hell?
She shoots acid out of her hands.
Yeah, she does something. But did you know that she's not pink?
What do you mean she's not pink?
She's not actually pink. Like when she uses her powers, she turns pink. So when she doesn't want to and she uses all her like I don't know, her chakra, she turns like normal person color. She decides to be pink.
And she decides to look different than humans, but we don't see her walking with the anamorphic people.
No, she's a racist.
Crazy.
Yeah. I
Crazy.
didn't even mention the fact that My Hero tries to figure out racism in 2 chapters and then never talks about it again.
It's like my
It is
favorite thing to talk about because there's just so many people that are like half human, but they're like, yeah, fuck that lizard guy. Piece of
no,
shit lizard
they
guy.
treat they treat them like the X-Men. Like I've sent you
Yeah.
so many. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the TikToks where it's just like they're like, "Oh, what's your power?" Oh, I got he's talking to like Superman or whoever. He's talking to Captain America. Where'd you get your powers? I got it in the lab. And they're like, "Yeah, good on you." And they're like, "Oh, they talk to Spider-Man. Where'd you get your powers?" "Oh, a radioactive spider bit me." "Oh, good on you." I mean, even though he's a mutant technically. But they're like, "Oh, where'd you get your powers, Cyclops?" He's like, "Oh, I'm a mutant." And they're like, "I hate you. Oh, I hate
It's
you."
so funny.
Yeah, no, they're. I mean, listen. I if my baby came out looking like a reptile, you know what?
You
The people who hate on them are right. Get rid of that thing. Get rid of that thing. Exile it out of here. Get out of here, you
your
disgusting
flesh and
reptile.
blood.
Get out of here, you reptile. Oh, that's not my baby. Go trade it in. Go get a new one.
I hate lizards.
Get that out of here. No, but long story long. Yeah, My Hero is my third favorite anime